Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to today's trade recap. Today we took one trade in AM session, resulting in about 830 bucks. If I can show you my journal right here, right there. Let me show you my journal. And we also called this out literally today in the Discord. If you can see right here, yeah, you guys can see. We called this out in the Discord today. My bias for today was overall, I was pretty bullish. But I also pretty sure that we could come down and we could take out those London lows and those Asia lows that we had resting. Because going into the day, wrong tab, sorry. Let's go into the day, right? Going into the day, market open, we were like all the way up here, right? This was 9:30. We had London lows, we had Asia lows sitting all the way down here. So I could very well see us come down and manipulate. I had to take out all these lows before trading up higher, right? Which is actually kind of exactly what happens. We just market open, we're kind of just dumping, not really having much of a retrace of any of these fair value gaps. I guess this is a little bit of a retrace, but not really. So we were kind of just dumping. We were just dumping down, dumping down, dumping down. And I was honestly just waiting here to take some longs. So I'm waiting, waiting, waiting. We're also in at the same time. We're also at a big S&T right here. You guys can see. While NQ took out London lows and now going to Asia lows, ES is all the way up here. We're not even close to there, right? So you can see right there, boom, we got SMT over here. So now I'm just waiting till we get an inversion with some sort of extra confluence, right? So coming into here, you guys can see that that's where we formed my break even. We manipulate down into this 15-minute gap, and we actually end up having some displacement from here. Also, let me show this is so far the month so far. So far this month, we're up $4,000. All right. As you can see right here, boom. That was kind of weak. After this, I was like, all right, I don't know if I'm going to take this move. I really wanted to see Asia lows get hit. But after we had this clear displacement here, so I actually wanted to enter the trade like right here. This is where I wanted to enter the trade. And then we also had this 2-minute gap. Oh, wait, 2-minute gap wasn't there. Nope, it was a 3-minute. There we go. We had this 3-minute gap here, though, too, as well. So ideally, I wanted to take it off the 1-minute gap because I saw I really liked the displacement we had there, but I did record myself taking this trade and everything, and I was in school, so I switched tabs, and then bam, like literally the next thing I know, I didn't get the best fill, but I did get in the middle of like the next fill, right? Literally, I would switch tabs. I'm like, oh shit, 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 shit. When I got in, I was like, damn, this is not the fill I wanted. My stop loss was kind of looking over here, and then my stop loss was like literally at 101. My stop loss was looking like something like this, right? And then we ended up I didn't end up going break even on my break even because I wanted this break even to be like down here, and like it just wasn't a good fill. So I did just de-risk more, and I just went there. And then as you guys can see, the trade ended up working out perfectly. Even though didn't get the best fill, we still ran straight to my TP, and we actually ran up even higher. So I did want to target higher, but what's it called? I just kind of want to make my money for today, and we were also longing into high resistance liquidity. So I actually hopped right off the charts. As you can see, we went higher. So I mean, not surprised at all. Oh, looks like we like tapped into this. Looks like we had a rebalance. Yeah, we're rebalancing to have 15-minute before trading lower. So that makes sense. I just took my 1-to-1 for today, guys. Well, this is kind of 1-to-2 because it's like as soon as they hit my break-even point, I guess we de-risk. But yeah, I really wanted to get my fill here. Then again, I'm still really happy with the trade idea. I like this trade a lot, and yeah, it was just a pretty simple trade. So people are gonna be like, bro, we saw the Asia lows right here, right? Here's what I have to say about that, right? Yes, we do indeed have Asia lows here that we are probably going to sweep out, but there's a lot of times where we just leave them here, right? Again, like, plus, this is a 1-to-1 here, right? If we're going to take out Asia lows and we're going up higher, then we're probably just going to rebalance into a fair value gap that's going to send us back down lower, right? That was my mindset going into it, right? That's why I didn't really go for too much higher R, right? Because I wanted to target, like, we had 15-minute equal highs. We had, like, this data high from earlier today. So I was like, those were my confident, like those are my targets I want to target. I especially want to target previous day highs as well. Those were the targets I wanted to target. But you gotta recognize what the market is doing, right? I thought the market was just rebalancing before going down lower, and because obviously we had good displacements to the upside here. So I'm like, wow, well, there's no reason for us to. There's no reason for this to just get ran through. If we get ran through, that means we're just gonna get the right move. We're just gonna get the next move right then and there. So, yeah, because if we just ran through my stop loss and we just go to Asia lows, okay, bad. I'll just take the trade off Asia lows, right? But I had everything I wanted to see here. We had good displacement. We had we had good displacement. We had a good displacement in the leg. We had SMT. We had a huge SMT. Huge SMT. Huge SMT. And we did have the significant liquidity sweep because we took out London lows, right? So I'm not surprised this trade worked at all. And if anything, let's skip a couple minutes because it might play out exactly. Yeah, look, we're gonna come down and take out Asia lows probably, unless we're gonna chop around in this range. Are we chopping around this range? I guess we're probably chopping around this range right now. Yeah, so we're probably gonna take out these Asia. Now we're gonna take out these Asia lows within like the next day or so. So you see, like we haven't even hit the Asia lows for the day, right? But price had to rebalance before taking out that next liquidity pool, right? Because we're traveling from liquidity pool to liquidity pool. And yeah, I was just targeting the internal liquidity of this range. Pretty simple. This was like the main trade idea. Take it off the displacement and boom, 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 and we literally would have ran straight. But this is pretty cool too. I like. I'm still pretty happy with what I took. It was more like over here, but this is kind of what it ended up being. I love the trade I took for the day, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, it was really I just called the bias out pretty perfectly. We're gonna come down and take out those lows, and bam, we're gonna have a move up from the rejection of those lows, right? So we're gonna bounce off those lows and go up, have a move up, and that's where we're gonna make our money. That's where I had set it for today, and that's exactly how it played out. So it really, what won me this trade is just my confident draw liquidity, my bias, and then the execution was pretty good. Of course, I got a late fill because of what I just said, when you're trying to record. But yeah, that was the trade recap for today. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can join my Discord. I answer questions there all the time, as well as I post my daily bias in there. So literally, if you were confused today, you probably would have got some guidance from me today. But yeah, thank you all for watching the trade recap, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. I'm taking December really slow. So far, I have 100% win rate this month, and I'm really just trying to keep it that way. Just trying to be patient and take what the market gives me. So thank you all for watching.